To welcome you on this absolutely beautiful day today. What a gorgeous day to be able to celebrate the grand opening and ribbon cutting here for Alleghany Outdoors. We are so appreciative of Dan and John Mays and the commitment and the investment that you are making here in the Alleghany Highlands. So thank you all very much. I also want to thank Alleghany County Board of Supervisors for the significant investment that they have made, but also the commitment to making this project happen here in the Alleghany Highlands. It is a great amenity and a wonderful asset for our community. Chad Williams, where are you, Chad? Chad has done a phenomenal job seeking funding and making this project happen with Parks and Rec and Public Works. They have done a phenomenal job here, not only with the trail but with the access point to the river. As you can see in the program, there's a new access point to the river down here to the left of the building. Of course, the building itself was a project that the county committed to and to making this happen. And then in order to actually bring a third-party concessionaire to the table to be able to offer outfitter services here. So again, we welcome you, and at this time it's my pleasure to introduce Lori Barber. She is the president of the board of our chamber.
Well, good afternoon. Like Teresa said, we're glad to have such a great turnout today, and the weather definitely cooperated for this event. Thanks to both of you for being here and for investing in our community and opening up your location this afternoon. It is absolutely gorgeous, and I am sure I share everyone's sentiments that we don't want to go back to work. So maybe we can just take a tour down the river or grab some bikes. It's just a fabulous, fabulous location. And appreciate everyone that's been involved with this project, and so happy to have you all here and this investment in our community. So thank you very much.
I think is going to say, I'm sorry, Chad Williams would like to say a few words, and then he's going to tell you a little bit about the project here.
Thank you. Like Teresa said, I mean, we're celebrating the opening of Alleghany Outdoors here, but we're also celebrating the completion of the outfitter building and the river access. They were two separate projects. We were very fortunate to have some grant funding and stuff with that. I want to certainly thank those that were responsible for that. And as far as the building goes, the major funder for that obviously was Alleghany County, and then our grant support came from the USDA Rural Development. And specifically I want to thank Joe Boatwright and BJ Fulcher with working with me through that process and guiding me, and goodness knows I needed guiding through the project and everything, and I really want to thank them for that. As far as the river access goes, that was kind of a multi-funded project. The majority of the funding came from the U.S. Forest Service through their Secure Rural Schools funding, and then a portion of that also came from the Roanoke Outside Foundation. And I certainly want to thank Elizabeth McNichols with the Forest Service through that process, and Pete Eschman with the Roanoke Outside Foundation for thinking of this area and contributing to that project. Now, back to the outfitter building and everything, a lot of things had to come together for this moment for Alleghany Outdoors to be able to open in this location. Obviously, with the trail being developed now, we were in a position to get an outfitter and an outfitter for the trail, for bike rentals and shuttle service, and then also with the river for kayaking and tubing and the shuttle service for it as well. When this property became available, the Board of Supervisors, I feel like, made a very wise decision in accepting the property and purchasing the property for the development for this exact purpose, is to get an outfitter here. And it was my job to realize that and to get the funding together and get the building in place and then get an outfitter here. So that is the culmination of a lot of things. And we were so happy to have John and Dan here and Matt Fisher here operating their facility, and just so happy to have them in the area and to provide the services they're going to provide, and to bring people in from outside the area so they can see this area and experience the area, spend money in the area, and so we can reap those benefits as well. I certainly don't want to forget to thank Teresa Hammond with the chamber for all that she does in setting this up, and then all she does for the area as well. But she was instrumental in us also getting the Forest Service grant. She had another project going on, and she wouldn't require all the funding, and she thought of us for that, and we certainly do appreciate that. I also want to thank the Parks and Recreation staff and the public works staff with Alleghany County. A lot of the work that was done here as far as the parking, the ramp, the access road, all that stuff was done in-house with the talents and stuff of our hard-working crews, and we certainly do appreciate that. And I know some of my gentlemen are here and everything that were responsible for that, and we certainly appreciate everything that they do. You know, I may come up with the ideas, but I don't do a whole lot. These guys end up doing all the work and keep everything in the great shape that we have for all our parks and amenities. I don't want to forget anybody. You know, I think I'm doing pretty good, and if I did forget you, I apologize. I do appreciate everything that everybody's done for me and the help that I've received, you know, through this. Certainly encourage you, take advantage of this as a local. Express it to your friends, your out-of-town friends, and let them know that, hey, this is a great opportunity for you guys to come experience what the Alleghany Highlands is all about. Thank y'all.
Thanks, Tom Seibold, city manager.
I'll
Mayor
take it.
of the city of Alleghany. And I think you're
better.
probably wearing that hat too right now,
I
aren't
hadn't
you?
thought about that till she said it, Tommy. You ought to
Yeah,
apply.
thanks, better. I just want to thank everybody. Chad mentioned just about everybody's been involved in this project, and it took a lot of people to bring this together. This is just another great thing for the Alleghany Highlands. I can leave Covington now on a sidewalk and end up in Bath County if I just keep walking. I don't know if I can walk that far, but you know, that's a possibility now. And just being able to get on the trails on the river, it fits right in with greenways and the blueways that the chamber promotes with tourism. The Advancement Foundation played a big role with Alleghany Outfitters, and the Gauntlet program was a part of that. There was some funding that came through there because y'all won some prizes, didn't you?
Yes.
And that's awesome. That just a lot of people came together to make this happen. And just want to thank everybody involved and the Parks and Rec guys. I know where the work comes from. I know y'all doing it. I appreciate y'all. I just want to thank again everybody who was involved.
Steve Bennett is going to say a few words on behalf of Alleghany County.
We'd looked at several sites up and down the river with this type of concept in mind. We hadn't been real successful at several of them, but I got a call one morning from John Strutner. He said, we've got a lead on a piece of property, realtor's got it, he'll hang on to us, give us first shot at it, you want to come and look. I parked over there, and when I got here, he and Chad were standing right there looking down this way. By the time I got halfway across the parking lot, I told John, write the check. He said it could be expensive. I don't care, don't even tell me. Write the check. It's all about location, location, location. We actually own property from the center of the trail to the center of the river. It doesn't get any better than that. I went back to the office, had a couple of the ladies work for us go online on the internet. I can't find anywhere that you can come in, rent a bicycle, ride 3, 5, 10, 15 X miles, park it, get on a kayak, and come back to where you came from. It's a very unique facility, and we got a top-of-the-line outfitter here. It's real simple. This is going to work. It's got to work. It's very unique, and we put together the right combination, I think, with the site, the location, and the outfitter. Thank you.
And Jeff Irvin is going to say a few words on behalf of the town of Clifton Forge.
On behalf of the town of Clifton, I just want to congratulate you. Everything's beautiful here. It's amazing. And thank everyone that's involved. It's going to be a highly successful, and on behalf of Clifton Forge, thank you everybody.
Terry McClung is going to say a few words on behalf of the Alleghany Highlands Economic Development Corporation.
We extend our warmest welcome to you guys and to everybody involved. This place is just simply amazing. We appreciate your investment here and we wish you all the luck. And as Tom mentioned, these guys were an $18,350 winner of the Gauntlet last year. So, thank you.
Thank you, Terry. I wanted to say a few words about the program, the services that you're actually going to be providing, and I know that John and Dan are probably going to cover that as well, but the services and experiences here on the Alleghany Highlands Blueway are going to be phenomenal. As you can see today, you know, you can't say we don't live in one of the most beautiful parts of Virginia. And the view out back, when you get a minute, please enjoy the view off the back deck, take a tour. But I think the experience that you're going to receive and the professional services that you're going to get from John, Dan, and Matt are going to be wonderful. You can also, if you would, please Facebook, share the Alleghany Outdoors, like their page, and make sure that you share information about the programs and services that they provide. And then also, coming up soon, they're going to be doing a cleanup on the trails. So we'd love for you to participate in that as well. So Dan and John, again, congratulations. Thank you again for the commitment and investment you're making. And I'd like to introduce John Mays.
Hi there. Thanks everybody for coming out and helping us celebrate our opening here with Alleghany Outdoors. I'm John. My brother Dan is the co-owner, and Matt Fisher over there is our going to be our manager here. We're in the process of hiring other staff that'll be up here as well. We actually have another location in Buchanan where we dealt with around 11,000 customers. We've operated that for about 15 years. About 10 years ago, we came up and paddled the Jackson River for the first time and did a trip from like Smith Bridge down to Petticoat, and just once we got done with it, it was one of those really good days, really good water levels, and we said that's really good water, and it just kind of got in the back of our mind this would be a neat location but potential. I guess many years ago the County Board of Supervisors started the process of getting land for the bike trail, and that started long ago, and then through the acquisitions and then doing the actual construction, it all started kind of coming together for another potential location for us. With us doing that other location for so many years, we've kind of gotten that down pat. We know what we're doing, and we started saying, well, we're ready to do a second location. And then it very quickly for us, we came to the conclusion that Alleghany County is where we wanted to be. Other things progressed at the county with the acquisition of this property, the next phase of the bike trail, and we started to say, hey, we can actually get a location where you'd be able to do something very unique in Virginia, where you can do a mountain bike trip on a beautiful scenic bike trail, do a kayaking trip, and then also we're going to offer river tubing, all back to the same location. This location, we're downstream. There's 4 public boat landings upstream, the National Forest Service, and then the one up by the Gathright Dam. So that gives you 5 access points that all you could launch people on, and all end here on this beautiful property at the ramp right down the hill. It's all been designed to be a 50-car parking lot with the trailer access. It's ideally suited for an outfitter. We're very fortunate that the county, the Parks and Rec Department, the Board of Supervisors had that vision. This is truly a unique property in Virginia. The only other place that has something similar would be Harper's Ferry, but you can do tubing, biking, and kayaking in the same location, but they have to bus you 2 or 3 miles to the trail or to the tubing. Nobody can do it all from the same property, so you truly do have something special here. We're very excited to be here. We can't say enough good things about all the different levels of staff and the Chamber of Commerce, the utility workers that helped hook up everybody has been very wonderful to work with here. We're very appreciative of the Parks and Rec staff that'll help maintain the bike trails. We want to help do our part, help with cleanup efforts, and yeah, so it's just been many years to get to this stage here. So we're very thankful that it's all worked out to be able to operate here. kind of did a soft opening April 1. We've had some real good customers that have come through, and now this with the grand opening, we'll start to kind of open it up there. As we build staff and stuff, we'll get this place fully outfitted here. We'll have a fleet of around 40 kayaks, probably about 25 to 30 bicycles, probably about 40 tubes, about 2 whitewater rafts, and then canoes, and we'll adjust the mix as we get demand, and we'll adjust the staffing and the vehicles to meet demand as well. We really do hope that this could be a very fun activity that will help stimulate economic activity within the county. I mean, this is the perfect day trip to come and do, and it's kind of with the biking, it kind of extends the season. That's kind of an activity that you can kind of do spring and fall, and then you do the kayaking or the water sports in the summer. So we've got lots of good potential here. I think over time you'll see people coming in. We hope that it'll translate to also people, going out to restaurants in Covington and Clifton Forge, people staying at hotels or Airbnbs in the area. And that's the exact experience we've seen in Buchanan, Virginia, or other locations. So we know that that'll be coming here as well as this operation ramps up. Thanks again for coming. I don't know, there'll be probably some other closing remarks, but before you leave, I definitely would invite everybody to check out the building, check out the back deck, ask us any questions, pick up a brochure, check out the ramp. This is truly a unique facility, and so like I say, we're very excited. So thanks again.
Here we go. All righty. Yeah.